century, Americans have gained decades of life. More and more people are joining the Smucker's Jar Club, reaching 100 years old. And while it offers a lot of exciting possibilities, it also raises crucial questions about the best ways to navigate those extra years. So we have with us aging expert Deb Whitman, AARP's Chief Public Policy Officer. She's collected those questions and their answers. It's a new book, and it's called The Second 50. Deb, hello. How are you?
Good to see you, Hoda.
First of all, just the concept of living longer. How much longer are people living, and what do those years typically hold?
So at the beginning of the 19th century, people couldn't expect to even live till 50.
Wow.
And since then, we've added over 30 years of life. And we're still adding years. In fact, your kids have a 50% chance of living to 100.
Oh, you're kidding. Okay, so with those statistics, a lot of people and a lot of our viewers are 50 plus. They're thinking about what the next 50 years hold. And you're talking about some healthy habits, things we can do to make sure that we feel better during that time.
And I think the list of 5 healthy habits probably won't surprise your viewers.
Yeah.
Things like eating right and exercising can help us gain over a decade of life. Now, if you even just do one of those healthy habits, you gain a couple years. So any little bit matters.
I feel like your first 50 is about learning and earning and all those kinds of things that you need. And then sometimes after 50, your priorities sort of shift now. You're more in the mentor role. Ways of nourishing yourself change. Talk about that.
Yeah, so we sort of had this 3-stage life of thinking about people learning in their first 20 years, earning in their next 40, and then retiring. And we really need to be thinking a little bit differently, making sure that we have things like lifetime learning. And when we reach retirement, we actually want to make sure that we can afford it. So making sure that we've saved enough, checking our Social Security balances. Most people don't even know what they're going to get. And the average is only $22,000 per year.
Wow.
I also recommend that people, consider working as they age.
In what capacity? Keeping their job as long as they can?
So people like you love your job, right? And many people do. They find value in what they're doing. Other people keep jobs because they need the money.
Yeah, you have to.
In fact, did you know that half of all Uber and Lyft drivers are over age 60?
Oh, I didn't know that.
So getting a gig, having a little bit of extra money in your pocket can really matter.
You say another thing that's really important is having big conversations early, and sometimes those are difficult.
Sometimes they are. Like, you should talk to your family and friends and find somebody you trust that can advocate for you and designate them as your medical proxy. Making sure that you have your will in place. Only half of Americans have a will. Those are the types of things that we need to think about in our second 50 and beyond.
Let's talk about relationships and love, because I think sometimes people think, well, the great loves have already happened, and tell me what you see in the next 50.
So relationships matter to our health in a way that I hadn't even realized. A Harvard study looked at people in their 80s that were healthy, and they said, okay, what's different about them? And they looked back in their 50s, and they had close friendships and relationships. And these can be family, your forever friends that you've had your whole life, new friends, young friends. In my family, my mother-in-law passed away, and my father-in-law was really lonely. And he met down the hall this woman, Flo, who Garrett and Flo had a beautiful relationship at the end of their life. And so it's never too late to make new friends or find new loves.
Love it. Love it. All right. Well, Deb, thank you so much. This book is chock full of information. You can get that book. It's called The Second 50. You can find it on our website, today.com/books.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.